Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 7 as the Boston Bruins. It's been a difficult, bad, use any adjective you want. It hasn't been a good start to the season. We are 10-13-4 right now. We sit in 6th place in the Atlantic and 14th place overall in the East. Hasn't been good. It has not been good. If you look, we're not getting it done offensively. Pastrnak is averaging a point a game, but he's the only one. Some really, really bad plus minuses in there. We're not getting it done defensively. Our goaltending has been just awful. Swayman, 310, 906. Blackwood, 37, 38, 98. We've had injuries. McAvoy and Wallstrom are out. It's just been really, really bad so far. I think I wanted to play this game against Seattle as well. They're not doing as well this year either. They're 13-12-2. They've stumbled a bit. So I think we're going to play this game against Seattle, and then we'll sim ahead probably to the end of the season. But yeah, if we look at the stats real quick, didn't really go through them all, but Couturier's +4, Pasternak's +4. We moved Marchand. I made some line changes. We moved Newhook up to the top line with Couturier and Pastrnak. We put Marchand on a line with Stamkos and Gunther. Coyle centering Eklund and Miller, and then Beecher with Cristal and Kamel. That hasn't changed. Top line right now, Provorov and Fox since McAvoy is out. We lost Boqvist for a piece day-to-day as well. So it has not been a good start to the season for us. Still plenty of time to make up for it, but not so far. So we're going to go ahead and sim ahead to this game against Seattle. We are going to play against the Kraken, and hopefully we can start to turn things around. Seattle had to move a lot of their, and I showed you these last time, where Seattle had to move some of those contracts they picked up in the expansion draft as they were over the cap and had to make some changes. San Jose 6-20-2 so far on the season. Look at St. Louis 21-5-1. Yeah, we're having a rough go of it. We're already 13 points behind Tampa Bay. 10 points behind Detroit. Hasn't been good. So do we have anybody who's back? The board is not happy with us. We were 4-7-4 last month. All right, so let's get to this game against Seattle. So Newhook, Couturier, Pastrnak, Marchand, Stamkos, Gunther, Eklund, Coyle, Miller, Cristal, Beecher, Kamel, Provorov and Fox, Zadorov and Bean, Vakanainen and Carlo, with Blackwood getting the start in goal for us here tonight. You got Louis Domingue starting for them. I like their jerseys. And yeah, Thomas Chabot, 14 points in 13 games. So let's play the Kraken. See if we can start a bit of a winning streak here. Pastrnak goes immediately for high sticking. So that's a bad start. Blackwood makes the save, though, and they shoot the puck out of play. So we are going to have to pick it up here soon. It's December 1st. If we're in this position come February 1st, obviously trades are going to have to be made. Or not going to have to be made, but trades should be made. And that would include Blackwood. That would include Provorov. That would include Carlo, Stamkos, really anybody who's in the last year of a contract or is getting up there in age. And I love Stamkos has played pretty well for us, but if we're totally out of it, there's no reason to keep him because we're not going to re-sign him. So, yeah, we got to start turning it around here this month. December has to be a good month for us, and that's going to be tough since we're without Wallstrom and McAvoy for at least the next couple of weeks. So nothing here early on. Save by Blackwood. Morgan Geekie goes for cross-checking, so we're on the man advantage. You know, one thing I think would be cool, and we score right off the draw. So Adam Fox from Couturier on the power play gives us a 1-0 lead. If you put the team's logo inside the circle, Andrew Cristal goes for tripping, so they're going to be on the power play. That I think would just add something to the flavor, I guess, of the play-by-play or the graphical engine, rather than just having the empty boxes. Leave the numbers where they are, but just put the logos inside the squares. And it might be a little bit hard in the case of like the Bruins, who are, have a black logo and they've got black jerseys and black in their logo, but you can make it work. You can figure out a way to make it work. So that's what I think they should do. Anyway, we're down midway through the first period. We're up 1-0. Adam Fox scored on the power play. Vakanainen from the blue line. Shot from Stamkos goes wide. Yeah, we desperately need a victory here. Newhook is going to go for unsportsmanlike, so Seattle goes back on the man advantage. It's cleared out. Major injury for John Tavares, scratched cornea, and he's going to continue to play. Again, I mentioned this in the last episode. It's a bug that they need to work on, that someone goes out with a major injury, but the play-by-play engine or this game engine will continue to play them through the end of the game. So when you look at Tavares' numbers at the end of the game, you'll see he played a full game. So they need to fix that. If somebody goes out with a major injury, they need to actually be out. Kill off the power play. Shot is saved by Domingue. And icing. So we get the offensive zone draw. Shot blocked. Down to the final 3 of period 1. Saved by Blackwood. And yeah, it seems like the players, Stamkos and Marchand, who's going to get the actual goal. Stamkos from Carlo and Marchand. So that's what I like, that second line getting some action. My goalies seem to play much, much better in the actual, when I actually play the games versus when I sim. And I don't know why that is, but it's something I've noticed, especially with this Bruins save, as I've been really cognizant of the stats, because I have to be, since I don't have ratings to go off of. I just have stats. As Nicolas Beaudin's going to go for tripping. That'll be the end of the first period. We're up 2-0. We're being outshot 16-12. So yes, because we're not playing with I'm playing with the fog of war on, and we score on the power play again. Stamkos from Jake Bean. So we're up 3-0. Because I'm playing with the fog of war on, all I have to go on are stats and the scout opinions of the players. I don't have ratings for them. So I've been really cognizant of the stat lines they've been putting up. So I've noticed that they play a whole lot better than they sim, and I'm not sure why that is. Presumably you would assume that the settings would all be the same as we score again. So it's 4-0. It's Couturier from Newhook and Zadorov. I don't change any of any of our stats. Oops, sorry about that. I don't change any of our stats, between the sims and the actual game. So it shouldn't change, but it does. So we're up 4-0 now. And I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we are back. Up 4-0 here with 13 minutes left in the second. 2 quick goals, and we scored again. Stamkos from Marchand and Bean. So that second line playing well here this afternoon. This is really crazy. So we've played 3 games this season. We won one game 8-3. We won the second game 5-0. We're winning this one 5-0. Yet we're 10, 13, and 4 on the year. So apparently we play better when I'm watching. Shot held on to. Blackwood makes the save. Puck goes out of play. Looks like it was icing. Seattle skates out. Down by 5. 2 goals in the first, 3 in the second. Blackwood kicks that one out. Blackwood looks good in this one. Made 16 first period saves. Shot goes just wide, and we score again. It's a terrible defense there by Seattle. Kristoff from Vakanainen and Eklund make it 6-1 or 6-0. Four-goal second period. None of them have been from the top line. Shot is blocked. So we're being outshot 28-23, and we are up 6-0 going into the third period. Stamkos, wait, no. They gave one of the goals to Stamkos has a hat trick? No. Okay, Stamkos with a hat trick. I didn't realize that. I'll certainly take it. As Blackwood is looking, as I got really close to the mic there, sorry. Blackwood looking for a shutout. I'll be right back, guys. Back. Sorry about that. Got some stuff going on outside of the NHL world. Breakaway opportunity, couple of shots saved. As Artyom Manukyan is going to go for, and I'm sure I butchered that, going to go for high sticking. Butchered that. So it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. So apparently he was matching high sticking majors. Puck held on to by Blackman. Down to the final 10 here in the third period. Marchand skates in, down to 8 minutes. Bruins looking for the extra point. Seattle looking to avoid the shutout. Sorry if I'm a bit distracted. I'm gonna put my phone down because I got some stuff going on outside of the game here that's distracting me a bit. So I'll focus on this for the next 6 minutes, and then get back to that, and then come back to this. So we're down under 6. Shot is kicked out there. Skated onto by the Bruins. Knocked away, cleared into the corner. Final 4. And we score. As Stamkos picks up his 4th goal of the game from Cristal and Carlos. So Steven Stamkos with a 4-goal game here tonight. And they finally pull their goalie with 3 minutes left in the game. He gave up 7 goals. You're about a period and a half too late here, guys. One's cleared in deep, taken over by the Bruins. We're down under 2. Pastrnak with the good D. Final minute of play. We look for the shutout for Blackwood, and it looks like we're going to get it. And we do get it as we win 7-0. So Mackenzie Blackwood stopped 37 shots. Steven Stamkos had 4 goals. Marchand had 3 assists. Couturier scored. Cristal scored. Good game. That's what you like to see. Stamkos with a 99 offensive rating is 4 goals. Marchand had 3 assists. He had a 90 offensive rating. So overall, a good game. So we're going to go ahead now and sim ahead to... We'll do this game against San Jose because they're the worst team in the league. So we'll sim ahead to January 1st. We'll play that game on January 1st, and we'll call it an episode. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. It is January 1st, 2025, and we've been playing some better hockey. We're 18, 17, and 4. We're still on the outside looking in terms of the playoffs. You can see we're in 11th place. We are 3 points behind the Rangers for 8th, but we do have 3 games in hand there. Yeah, we've been playing some better hockey as of late. If we look at the stats, offensively, things have really picked up. Pastrnak is at 47 points now in 39 games. Stamkos is at a point a game. Couturier is at almost a point a game. Newhook is at almost a point a game. Marchand's turned it around a bit. Things have picked up significantly. Goalie-wise, Jeremy Swayman actually has been playing much better hockey as of late. You can see he's got his goals against down to 311, 908 save percentage, 329 for Blackwood, 908 as well. So save percentage is not terrible. I mean, a 910 save percentage is, average, I would say. So it hasn't been great, but it hasn't been terrible either. We did make a, we might have another deal on the horizon here. We did make a trade, and we'll start with, Detroit was really busy. They traded Joel Hofer, who is a 4.5-star potential goalie and currently leads the NHL in save percentage and goals against average. They picked him up from the Blues in exchange for a 2.5-star, 3-star potential defenseman and Giovanni Smith. So a steal of a deal here for Detroit. And then they came to us looking to pick up Brandon Carlo, and we talked about how Carlo was one of those players that we needed to move. So Detroit offered us Cameron Wynot, who's a 21-year-old, 3.5-star potential defenseman. He's only we're only a C confidence level that he's going to reach it, but 21 years old. He's a two-way defenseman, and he's cheap. So potential into a good player. Charlie McAvoy's current skill level. So Cameron Wynot comes to the Bruins. He was he was picked by us. How did he end up? Did we just forget to re-sign him? Wow, I look stupid. So he must have developed over, because he was not 3.5 star. There was no way he was 3.5 star when if we let him go. At any rate, we picked him back up for Brandon Carlo. Carlo's good, but he's making nearly $5 million a year for the next 3 years, and he's our 4th or 5th best defenseman. So we moved him to Detroit. And when we made that deal, the Red Wings put Nick Leddy on waivers. So we actually picked up Nick Leddy off the waiver wire, and he will slide into our defense. He's only making $4.5 million for the rest of the year. So it's the same contract, essentially, as Carlo, but his expires at the end of the year. So we slid Nick Leddy in to our defensive pairings. Anything else happen? Anaheim and Philadelphia. Cam Fowler traded, and a 7th-round pick to the Flyers for a couple of prospects. Michael Misa is rated as the top player in the draft right now. Player polls, nothing for us. Best skater, McDavid. Jamie Drysdale, hardest shot, Ross Johnston. Toughest, Connor McDavid. Fastest, of course. John Cooper is the coach they'd most like to play for. Development. Letty Stamkos and Jacob Forsbacka Karlsson, JFK, still playing out in Sweden. Trade proposal from the Flyers. They want to give us Niall Crocker for Charlie Coyle. Yeah, I'm not even remotely confident that he's going to reach that skill level. So we're going to reject that. I keep saying I'm going to move. That I'm going to move Coyle, but I've turned down about 5 or 6 trade offers for him at this point. Pasternak won the Player of the Month award. So we are 18, 17, and 4 now, so things have gotten better. We're still not great, but better. We did get Wahlstrom back as well, which is nice. So we're going to jump into this game against San Jose. And we got Newhook, Couturier, Pasternak, Marchand, Stamkos, Wahlstrom, Eklund, Coyle, Gunther, Cristal, Beecher, Kamel, McAvoy, and Fox, Provorov, and Bean, Vakanainen, and Nick Leddy. In goal is Mackenzie Blackwood, who's currently on fire for us. Starting for them is Joseph Coronar. I'm sure it's not pronounced that way. Coronar, and Erik Karlsson leads them, or is their top player, their star player. So let's see how we do against the worst team in the NHL, the San Jose Sharks. Erik Karlsson recently saying that he didn't sign with the Sharks to be part of a rebuild, so he's got a huge contract that they're not going to be able to do anything with. I can't imagine anyone's going to want to pay Erik Karlsson. I think he's making $8 to $10 million a year for his mid-30s. He's not nearly the same player. Oh, Brad Marchand, and that's going to leave a mark. He'll play the rest of the game because, again, that's how the game works. But Marchand is going to be out with a ruptured testicle. I am sorry about that, Brad. Saved by Blackwood. So the last time we played this team, we expected to beat them, and we lost. Well, I think we lost in regulation. So we're taking on the Sharks here today. I'll have to pick the new team next time. But I figured an expansion team and the worst team in the league would be a couple of fun games. So we'll see if we can defeat them this time. So we played better in December. If we can play that way in March and get us back into a playoff position, we'll talk about, possibly extending Provorov. But if January is a rough month for us and we, fall back, 8-10 points out of a playoff spot or something, we'll start to look at moving some of those pieces. Specifically, Stamkos and Provorov, I would think, would bring us a pretty substantial return. Wahlstrom's going to go for tripping. At least you would think they would. Stamkos, while getting up there in age, has performed really, really well this year, second on the team in scoring, and Provorov is a 4-star defenseman. He's expensive, but he's a 4-star defenseman, and he's still relatively young, so you would have to think that both of those guys would bring fairly substantial hauls for us. So I don't want to move him. I'd rather be in the playoff race and make the playoffs and potentially win it all, but if we can't, we can't. We're not gonna sacrifice future seasons, to finish 11th in the East this year or something. So we'll see how January goes, which I'll play offline. So when we come back, the next episode, it'll be February 1st, and we'll play that month as Noah Gregor is going to go for hooking. So yeah, it'll be the beginning of February in the next episode, and we'll play up through the trade deadline. We'll either be buyers or sellers. We won't stand pat, because what's the fun in standing pat? We're able to kill off the power play. Tristan Robbins is going to go for hooking, so we go back on the man advantage. Shot is held onto there. Couturier wins the draw, and we score. The puck is tucked in. Andrew Cristal is going to get credit for an unassisted goal. I don't know that was unassisted, but they're going to call it unassisted. So we take a 1-0 lead. Blackwood makes the save. He hasn't been tested much. I think that was only his 5th stop of the period, as opposed to the last game where he stopped 37 shots. Final 30 seconds of the period. Here comes Cristal. Shot goes wide. Shot, and that's the end of the period. So we're out shooting them 9-5. We pick up the 1 goal of the period, a power play goal from Andrew Cristal. We go into the second, up 1-0. Actually, it looks like they may have pulled Marchand. I haven't, as they tie it. Wow. Tristan Robbins from Bluger and Gregor. We had a real tough time with this team last time we played them too, so I guess I'm not that surprised. Pasternak, on a breakaway, and San Jose ices it. So they tied it here early in the second period. Puck's deflected into the seats. A couple of shots are blocked. We can't even get the puck out of our own zone right now. Stamkos on it and clears that one in. The Sharks take it right back. And we get the puck across the line. I don't think we've had a shot on goal here in the second period. Second period has been mostly San Jose. Puck is deflected into the benches. Yeah, there's Marchand with his ruptured testicle out there playing some defense. Stamkos with it. Stamkos' shot is turned aside. That one is deflected into the seats midway through the game. 1-1 is the score. Shot is saved, kept in for a minute, taken back, and San Jose skates out with it. Saved by Blackwood. Puck deflected into the seats again. Gotta grab my water. Wahlstrom on it now. Shot held onto. Face-off won by San Jose. It hasn't been a good game, especially considering we put up a 7 spot in the last game we played. That we actually played, not that the team played. I think the team lost their last game. Five minutes left in the second, still 1-1. We scored on the power play in the first. They scored almost right away in the second. And there hasn't been any scoring since. I think they scored, what, about a minute and a half into the second period? Pasternak's shot turned aside. Blackwood makes the stop there. Cristal over to Wahlstrom, back to Cristal. And Charlie Coyle's going to go for hooking. He's going to be on the man advantage the rest of the period, unless they score, of course. We're unable to get it out, but we take it back and then turn it over and then get it out. Comes Stamkos. Shot goes behind the net. Has it taken away from him. And that will do it for 2 periods. So we're out shooting them 20-17. It's 1-1 as we go to the third. They're going to have a 38-second power play. We're able to kill it off as Couturier is on it now. He loses the puck. Puck stolen away by Couturier. Stamkos now. And he goes in offsides. Beecher wins the draw. That shot's held onto. Beecher on the draw again. Kicked out of the penalty box. And San Jose skates out with it. And the Sharks playing us really tough. 2 games in a row. That one's held onto by Blackwood. Pastrnak has his pocket picked at the blue line. Blackwood is forced to hold on there. Newhook has it, skates out with it. Bruins playing a lot of catch in the zone, but not actually putting the puck on net. That one is blocked. Ryan Donato comes out with it. Dominic Bach. Blackwood makes the save. Stamkos thrown out of the faceoff dot. Wahlstrom loses the draw, and San Jose scores. Bluger from Robbins. So Bluger and Robbins each have a goal and an assist, and we're losing to the worst team in the NHL. This teaches me a lesson to pick the worst team just because they're the worst team. First shot saved, second one doesn't make it through. We can't even get the puck close to the net. Down to 8 minutes left. These are the types of games that wreck your season. These are points that you're supposed to have. As Stamkos is going to go for tripping, so we're going to be shorthanded now. We're able to clear it out. Coming off sides. So we're in line to lose to the worst team in the league and to lose Marchand for an extended period of time with a ruptured testicle. Brett Burns goes for unsportsmanlike. It's 4-on-4 for a minute, and then we will have a minute-long power play. So it'll be a chance for us to get back into it. That one's kicked into the corner. So we're on the man advantage for a minute. We can do nothing with it so far. Here comes Pastrnak out of the zone, and a couple of shots are turned aside, and that does it for the power play. So down to the final 4. We're losing 2-1 to the worst team in the NHL. Shot goes behind the net, And the goalie makes the save. Shot, another save by the San Jose goaltender, Coronar or Kuvanarv, or I don't know how it's how the little symbols over the letters change the sound of the name, but I'm sure it does. Final two. We need a goal to tie it, and we ice it. So that's not what we wanted. So we got an open net. Couple of shots, and that does it. Yeah, we lose to San Jose. So Blackwood stopped 27 out of 29. He wasn't bad, but they got goals from Robbins and Bluger, and they beat us. So we are now 18-18-4, which put us in, where are we going? Standings. We are in, let's look at the conference. We're in 11th with 40 points. We've got 2 games in hand on New York. We're 3 points behind them, 2 points behind Ottawa, 3 points behind Carolina. So yeah, this month is going to make or break us. So we need to step it up this month and figure it out. Yeah, I mean, we're scoring plenty of goals. We're right in line with most of the top teams, but we're giving up too many. If you look at Tampa's only given up 95 goals. We've given up 129. So, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and play through the end of January. So when we come back, it'll be February 1st, and we'll deal with trading deadline stuff. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching, hanging out, leaving me your comments. I've had some additional viewers here over the last couple of days, I think, doing part to the Out of the Park baseball stuff, which is great. I welcome you guys to my channel. Hopefully you like the other stuff. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.